Your book emphasizes the need to provide inspiration to people in the environmental movement rather than use scare tactics to promote environmental stewardship. I was wondering if you could share one thing that inspires you regarding the environmental movement.
Well, the things that inspire me are human inventiveness and innovation. And so I'm very inspired by all of the people that have dedicated their lives to creating new technologies that don't pollute. Very inspired by the new Tesla electric car, even though it's $100,000. I'm feeling more optimistic, I think, than I ever have, that we're pretty quickly going to have electric cars and trucks that can be powered from electricity, that can go increasingly long distances, and that will free us from oil. So I have a lot of optimism about that. I'm also very optimistic about new solar farms that they're actually not solar panels. They use mirrors to run small turbines. And they're very inexpensive. And I get very optimistic about the idea that maybe China, with all of its ability to manufacture things very cheaply, could start cranking out a lot of these new technologies for very cheap. So all of those things all inspire me that we might actually get to this new clean energy economy we've been hearing about for the last 30 years.
Sure. Okay. And also, it's sort of been brought to my attention that my generation will have a different role in tackling climate change than that of the people who have kind of built the foundation before us. How do you see that role as being different, and what would you suggest that people, let's say my age, do to sort of get there?
Well, I think that those of us that came of age after the environmental movement was created in the 1970s are much more open to understanding development as just something that humans do. It's not we're not anti-development, I think, in a way that earlier environmentalists were. We're not anti-technology. I think we tend to be pro-development, pro-technology, and are much more comfortable with how complex those questions are. That the question is not to be pro or anti-development, really. It's what kind of development do we want? It's not to be pro or anti-technology, it's what kind of technologies do we want? And I think once the conversation goes to that level, then I think we're in a much better place to confront some of the big questions that we face in dealing with ecological crisis.